color, design, time management. We're going to cover all these topics as they relate to the nail salon. How important are they really right now on the Biz Talk? All right, I'm still cold. It's 75 degrees outside. I'm wearing a North Face jacket still because I'm freezing.
Still with holes.
Still with holes. How are you, honestly, you're actually always way more freezing than I am. How are you wearing a tank top?
I turned on the heater.
Is the heater on?
Yeah.
Oh my God, feel my hands.
Don't do that.
These are freezing.
Here, this tastes awful. Taste it. Like,
I know it's freezing. My hands are freezing.
Sure. Such a brother move.
Totally. Okay, there's a couple things we're going to talk about today that one of them I have a genuine curiosity about and a massive insecurity about, which is kind of interesting.
This could be a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. And then another one that I'm very passionate about, which is the time management. We can move that one over. But the first thing I want to talk about, I think this is very underrated from a lot of comments we see on our content. Color and design, how important is this in the salon? It seems like an obvious answer, but I think it's way more important than people even realize. What's your take on color and design? Tracey, go.
Order of importance, color, then design.
Number one, color?
Yeah.
Period.
I love color. And I think you can make a huge statement without even doing a piece of nail art with a color combo.
So, okay, this is where I have a lot of insecurity in my abilities is color. Tracey knows this. I have been working really hard on my color skills. Now, you have to understand, I don't come from a strong color background. I'm the operator of this business. That's what I've done the majority of my business life has been operating Young Nails, right? Making sure it's running efficiently, receivables, payables, legal,
Doesn't really require color.
But now that over the last 2 years, I've been heavily involved, obviously, on the marketing side, and then working very closely with Greg and Tracey. Color has become a real fascination for me. I am genuinely interested in it, but I don't have a lot of confidence in it.
Which is weird. I don't know why you don't have confidence, because you actually, and no offense to guys out there, love you, but you're pretty good for a guy.
Well, I've been working really hard at it for the last 2 years, right? I ask a lot of questions. I mean, how often am I asking you, this is it's a blue with a kind of a purple tone, or is it a blue with a this, or, slight shimmer, or is it, what are the best uses for it? So I'm super fascinated by just talking about color, as it relates to the salon, though. When a customer walks in the door and you, as her nail technician, were you recommending certain color combinations for certain people? Because everybody's got different skin tones, right?
Well, yeah,
so
it's not even about combining the colors. It's just making sure that, how many variations of red are there? There's a lot. And not every single red looks good on every single person. So when someone comes in and says, I want a red, are we talking blue red? Are we talking orange red? So yeah, you're making recommendations, pulling probably, a couple, 3 or 4 for them to pick from that will look good on their skin.
Now, I'm assuming that's the most obvious color when somebody walks in the door. Red is the most popular color, would you say?
This time of year? Yes.
Definitely this time of year, yeah. But what about...
Well, nudes are huge too.
Of course.
Yeah, there's definitely... It depends the time of year.
Am I nude?
I hope not.
Am I with my skin tone? Jesus. With my skin tone. Maybe I asked the question.
Send help.
Maybe. I asked the
Could
question.
you just rephrase, just quickly?
Rephrase the question. With my skin tone, would I look good in a nude color?
Which nude color? See, you have variations in that, and we
okay. Let's go a lighter. So I'm trying to visualize this. Probably not a lighter. So my skin tone, if you're listening and not watching, I'm definitely on like I can get really dark, but it's more on, it's the probably on the darker side, right? My skin tone.
Yeah, you got a yellow tone, so I probably stay away from yellows.
Okay.
Because
really?
nudes have different variations in it, and you got to find the right one for you. So I mean, we learn this the Fenty shoots all the time. We just did one actually, and they wanted a nude. We picked a rough, tough, and the buff, but it didn't look good on every single girl.
Right, of course.
I mean, it's a sheer pink. How does that not look good? But it didn't. So we had to go let life unfold on some of them to, not that it doesn't, looking at the bottle, there isn't that much of a difference, but it made a huge difference.
Okay, so for sure, like, I think that is going to give you a lot of cred as a nail professional when the client walks in the door and you're like, these are the colors that we should really kind of zone in on. Like, not letting... I see a lot of texts where it's like, go pick your color, or like go to the color wall and pick. But I think it's helpful, and it even adds value to your service if you can help guide them with color, because it's one of the big sort of like mysteries, right? People want to understand color. I know I love it. I don't know why, but just to help guide, I think that can bring a lot of value to somebody.
Right. And sometimes they think they want something. Take for instance, white. Or a yellow. Looks amazing on darker skin. Looks amazing on a tan.
Right.
If you're as white as a ghost,
it's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good. You're going to look like should be 6 feet under. So, but they see it. They see it on whatever, Pinterest or magazines or whatever they've seen it in, and it's beautiful and they want it. It's such a pain to paint, so please don't do that to your nail tech. But
do it to your nail tech.
You got to guide them a little bit. And sometimes that's just even like, let's swatch this really quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And they're like, ooh.
Yeah, okay. And then, so just to next stage here, design. Design is like, this is something recently I've come to appreciate in such a different way with nail design, is that it does not have to be complex, complicated, like line art takes 6 hours type. There is that out there, and there are amazing nail artists that do incredible work. We see it all over on Instagram. But what, to me, like, I think it's much harder to put together a really good, simple, beautiful design of nails with color and design. Like, for example, we have a UK mentor, Dawn. She uses a lot of caption.
Pro at it.
Yeah, she is. She uses a lot of caption, a lot of go time. It's so beautiful. The looks are so beautiful. You can't. It's such a skill, And so, like, we get comments of like, I wouldn't pay $80, like on our How Much series. I wouldn't pay $80 for that. That's just too simple. No. Like, the simplicity is the beauty.
Yeah.
You go to a nail professional if you want to get this combination of looks. That's why when we give you looks on our series, whatever they are, we're sort of putting together from our experience, her experience, just these simple, beautiful color and design combinations. Right. Like, how huge is that though?
It's massive. And for instance, if you can edit, which is basically what you're doing when you're editing down, you could throw a ton of art at something, but if you edit it down and you have a beautiful color combination, it's more impactful. We just did the store next door.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah.
2 large tables, and it had a ton of stuff on it.
Yeah.
It was too much.
It was too much. I walked in and I was like...
It looked good, but it didn't look amazing. And we took maybe half of it
off.
We edited.
Correct.
It
looks incredible. Yeah.
It's same thing with nails.
It's same thing with nails. Yeah. I agree. If you're looking at knowing me and my personality, like, what type of design
Unfortunately, I do.
and color do you see I'm just curious, like if I walk in your door, right? Like, what are you recommending for me? Seriously.
To go to another nail tech. That's my recommendation for you.
Okay.
Fell right into that
Okay,
one.
and if I said, no, you're doing my nails. If I said, I'll pay you $1,000 to do my nails, Tracey, you're going to do my nails. You're going to do
heck,
my...
I'm taking your money,
Okay,
for sure.
so,
for sure.
Okay, so let's just walk through this
You heard it. He's going
ridiculous...
to pay me $1,000 to do his nails.
Okay, ridiculous scenario. I'm paying you $1,000 so that you'll do my freaking nails. What combination? I want to just catch you on the spot. What are you recommending for me right now?
I would probably get an idea of what you like. So
I
I
want
personally
simple.
know you like blues. So
Yeah.
I would probably, knowing that, I would go in the blue range.
Okay, and then, but like design-wise, would you... And I like simple because I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple guy.
No, I'm not even going there. I would go simple with you. I'd probably be...
Well, thanks. I want simple. I'll go simple. That's amazing.
Hey, you're getting what you get. I'm getting $1,000.
I'm trying to get some direction here. Like, would you go art screens? Would you do some like simple line art? Would you do like a glitter ombre fade?
I would probably be more of a color combo, probably 2 to 3 colors on you.
Okay.
Would be where I would go, and maybe like a simple press or something.
Okay.
Or maybe one nail that has like line art or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay, I like it. And-
because I know you.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you know what I recommend when you're trying to get to know a customer. Fortunately, we live in the day. Well, I always say this, of social media. It's so much easier, or texting, to go, hey, send me some looks that
Right.
you are attracted to,
Right.
and then you can. It's going to save you a lot of time when they're sitting in your chair.
I just visualized like you asking me, "Hey, send me some looks." So
I
that you gotta-
don't even stop
No. And all I do is send you pictures of me. I'm like, here's your inspiration.
doing.
Just all
different
these poses. Yeah. And you have to create a look out of that. Okay.
You're fired.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about time management. This is a topic I absolutely love because we're constantly hearing from a lot of nail professionals. Even, there's consumers, I can't do my nails, I don't have time, I do that design or whatever, but mostly nail professionals that are like, how can I post, run my business? I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. How can I run my accounting, post social media, run my business? Like, I don't have enough time.
Right. Well, we've talked about this, right? It's like a person that does nails, that's not all you do. It's a full-blown business.
And it's a full business.
And you're in charge of everything.
Right.
You're the CEO of everything.
You are.
So, you have to, it has to get done. So you have to plan it out.
Well, the thing that we're always hearing is nail technicians, nail professionals saying, how do I do it? And here's like, this is the best answer I could give, is if you actually look for one day, if you actually track your time, I think you're going to be shocked at how much time you have. Now, why am I saying that? I'm saying that purely out of my own experience. When we first started doing social media, my sort of like train of thought was, there's no way we're going to be able to fit all this content and me run the business, deal with legal, marketing, operations, international.
Do a lot.
That's how I felt. I felt sorry for myself. You kind of nailed it. You did. But as I started doing it, I realized I have to be really up on my time management. So I realized very quickly, like, oh my gosh, when I walk in the door, I'll sit down, look at some emails, and then we'll have a chit chat here or there. People walk in the door. I'll go see what's going on next door. I'll do a walkthrough. All of it wasted time.
Yeah, you can get distracted very quickly. And
Right.
it's not that you're not doing things that you need to do.
No, that's exactly right. But it's stuff that may not need your attention right now, or if stuff that normally takes you 20 minutes actually can take you 5. If you have a quick conversation, get it done, and you move on. So I started blocking out time. Tracey knows this, of like, I'll block out a half an hour time, and let's say I focus on Facebook, Instagram advertising, nothing else. I will not. I won't look at emails.
This is
text,
so true.
Nothing.
You can walk up and start talking to him, and he doesn't even look up.
I won't, seriously.
So
and
rude.
Totally, especially to her. And I get so much done. Yeah. It's like in that 30 minutes, I'm like, wow, I knocked out all of what I wanted to plus more when you focus it, and then I'll take like a 5 minute, like literally like 5 minutes, and then the next 30, the next task. And I'll do that for like 3 hours, and I'll be able to knock out IG stories, some editing, some other Instagram video that we're going to post. Plus, if I need to go talk to different departments, purchasing, finance, operation, but I'm conscious of my time. So like, I'm going to go in the warehouse. I'm going to talk to Danny. I've got 20 minutes. Boom, I go, and I'm looking at my watch, and I let them know, hey, I got 20 minutes. We got to knock this out. And that way they're aware of it. So I think you got to do that in the salon.
Well, it's kind of what we're talking about as far as new clients sending you pictures and getting your consultation done via text. That's a time saver.
Huge.
Making sure that you're running on time, that your clients are having those guidelines about your schedule with your clients.
Yeah.
Are you, if a client is texting you about an appointment, does it need to be taken care of right then while you're trying to work on someone?
Right.
That's one thing I did when I was in Salon is my customers knew if they left me a message that I wasn't going to respond right away because whoever I was dealing with was the most important.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that can distract you in Salon also. And if you just focus on the task you're doing and then set maybe 15 minutes in the middle of the day to go, okay, this is when I'm going to respond to those customers and set my appointments, it will help huge.
You've got to block out time. I'm telling you, you have the time. You have the time to do the accounting. You have the time to do the marketing, the posting. I can tell you that because the amount I get done in a day is insane. Right. I'm not exaggerating, and anybody here that works at Young Nails sees it. I do an unbelievable amount of work. The only reason I can is because of very good time management. Here's the thing. I still look to improve it. I'm like, I know I can gain 5-10 minutes here, 5-10 minutes there. Tracey and I talked about this yesterday. Getting more videos. We've gotten so much more efficient with it. We've gotten better with it. We can crank out more in a day than we typically do. So you've got to pay attention to it though, and you have to be willing to first say, I'm not very good at time management. How can I improve? Even as good as I am now, I'm still looking to improve, like I said. So you've got to have that perspective of like, I want to improve my time
Even
management.
your services, we'll have people that will say, I don't understand how you do a fill in 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is, or set an hour. A lot of times when we sit with people like that, is they're not managing their time. I knew when I would look up at the clock or look at my phone where I really should be in that service.
Right, huge.
And kept on track. A lot of techs will stop. Like I said, they'll answer the phone. They stop and talk. You can talk and work at the same time. So you start timing yourself out and having a good guideline of how long prep should take you, how long application should take you, how long filing. So when you look at your clock, you'll go,
I got to be here.
I got to be here.
Yeah.
That was helpful for me.
That's huge. Let us know how you deal with all of these things. I really want to hear, your take on color. What kind of designs are you doing in the salon? How are you getting to those designs? How important is it to you? How do your customers feel about it? Color, for me, you're going to see, I'm going to talk about it a lot because I'm on this journey of color right now, and I'm so fascinated by all the subtleties within it and how you apply it to different people. Yeah. It's very, very, very good. So let us know. And also, if you're saving time in the salon, how are you doing it? Put, your time management tricks and tips down below in the comments. We'd love to hear about it. And with that, I want to say thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week on the Biz Talk.